Hello witches, I am High Priestess or Symphonis. A lot of witches worship their ancestors, and many of you witches come to me asking me why don't your ancestors help you. One reason why your ancestors don't help you is because you send a stranger to deliver flowers to their grave. You send a stranger to deliver flowers to their grave. I know that it's now possible to just order flowers and then send them to the cemetery or graveyard where your loved one is buried. But your ancestor, your loved one that you work with in witchcraft, does not want to see a stranger bringing them flowers. They want to see you. Stop using the excuse of, well, they are buried too far, I can't make it. Those are all excuses. Find a way. If you can find a way to afford, because delivering flowers to a cemetery graveyard is not cheap. So if you can afford to deliver flowers to your ancestors' grave, you can afford to find transportation to the cemetery to deliver those flowers yourself. Like, for example, with me, this Saturday is Veterans Day. I called the cemetery where my great aunt and my great uncle is buried, and the people on the phone told me it's not a good idea to come on Veterans Day because it will be very crowded. Where my aunt and uncle are buried is a military cemetery. And it's Veterans Day on Saturday, so it's going to be crazy crowded. So the people on the phone told me it's best that I come a few days before or afterwards. So my aunt and uncle, great uncle is buried in Long Island. I'm in Brooklyn, so I have to take a 2-hour train ride, and then possibly, if I decide not to take a cab, walk 25 minutes to the cemetery carrying flowers in my hands that are sure to be heavy. And I'm willing to do that. Why? Because I had a relationship with my great aunt when she was alive. Me and her were very close. I did not know my uncle because he died in 1969. But me and my aunt, my great aunt, she would kill me if I kept calling her aunt and not great aunt. My great aunt Thelma and I were very close. So yeah, I'm going to bring her flowers. I'm not going to pay a stranger to deliver flowers to her grave. That's a big reason why your ancestors do not work with you when you are performing witchcraft, because you are sending a total stranger to lay flowers on your ancestors' grave. They don't know that man, that woman. Why can't you bring them flowers yourself? There is no excuse not to do so. That excuse of, oh, they are too far buried away from me to go visit them, that's an excuse. Find a way. Figure it out. You are a witch. If you are serious about working with your ancestor, you will figure it out. Stop saying, oh, that cemetery, that graveyard is just too far away. I just told you, I'm in Brooklyn. My great aunt and great uncle are buried in Long Island. Long Island is a long way from Brooklyn. But I'm going to manage it because that's my great aunt. That's why. I have no excuse. And if you are serious, I'm telling you witches who work with your ancestors, if you are serious, genuinely serious about working with your ancestors, you will find a way. Stop sending these strangers to place flowers on your ancestor's grave. Your ancestor does not know him or her. Who sent them? You? Yeah, it was you. Your ancestor wants to see you place flowers on their grave, not some stranger that you hired online to deliver flowers on their grave. It's not the same effect. It's not the same thing. It has to be real. If you want a real relationship, if you really want your ancestors to help you when you do witchcraft, you have to be in truth. You have to be serious. Make it happen. I don't care, and your ancestors don't care either if they are buried in another state, another country, another planet. Yeah, I'm serious, witches. Another state, another country, another planet. Find some way to get there. Figure it out. You're not stupid, witches. You're not slow, witches. You're not idiotic, witches. You're not naive or immature or stupid in any way. Figure it out. If you want your ancestors to really work with you, you have to go yourself to the cemetery, graveyard, to place flowers on their grave. Stop sending people that you have paid to do it in your place.